Because the My Language Labs video explaining how to get set up on My Language Labs seems to be not working, I'm going to go ahead and make one for you guys. So to get set up on My Language Labs, the first thing you're going to do is type in My Language Labs in your URL or find a link in our Moodle site. Okay. And to get set up, you have to register. Once you're set up, you can just sign in. But if you're not registered, you guys got to register first. So click the student button here. It tells you the 3 things that you're going to need to get registered. Okay. You're going to need your email, your course ID, and your access code or credit card. Your course ID I give to you guys, and you can find that in your syllabi. This is the syllabus for my 111 FHW 01 class. So if you are not in that class, this is not your course ID, and you need to look in your own syllabus to find it. But I just wanted to show you guys where it is. In all of my syllabi, under the textbooks is where you can find your course ID. Okay. You also need your access code, and your access code you either buy separate from the bookstore, it comes with the whole book package that you get from the bookstore, or if you're paying out of pocket, you just need to have a credit card ready. So once you have all of that stuff, you click OK, register now. If you have an access code, meaning you bought one from the bookstore, or if you bought one from the bookstore, then you click yes, I have an access code, and click next. Then it asks you if you have a Pearson education account. This means do you have an IT lab, a MyChem lab, etc. If you do have one of those, you click yes, and you can plug in your login and password for that account, and then put in your access code, and you can use the same login and password for my language labs that you're using for my chem lab or my IT lab or my math lab. If you don't, if you do have an access code but you don't have a Pearson account, then you'd click no, and you'd make up a login and a login name and a password, and then put in your access code and hit next. If you don't have an access code and you're going to buy from the site, from here, from My Language Labs, you click next. You find us, we are My Spanish Lab. Click next. You want to find our book, which for most of your sites I've put a picture up of it. It's arriba, and I'll try to make sure it's on each of your Moodle sites. But you also have the bibliographic information on your on the syllabus. So anyway, you click our book, click next, and then you decide, do you want a multi-semester subscription or a 1-semester subscription? If you want 24 months, like you know you're going to take all 4 levels of Spanish, then click next. And you'd be paying $126. Again, it's going to ask you, do you have a Pearson education account? You either click yes or no if you have one. If it's no, you're going to create a login and password. You're going to click next, which I think is going to take you to a screen in which you're going to need to enter your credit card information. So I'm going to try to make up one. Okay, and so then I would put in my name, add in my email, select a country, I'm in the United States, I put in my school zip code, 27282, I find my school's name, I'm just going to put in the word purple, so you give yourself a security hint, sure, contact me, Okay, and then here is where I would have to go in and put in my credit card information and hit continue. Okay, so hopefully that helps you understand what you need to do to get yourself set up in MyLanguagelabs. The other thing, once you have yourself set up, you're going to want to run your tune-up, which is found right here. Okay, and you will want to, I have everything that's set up, but we might want to run our setup wizard. And it's going to walk me through each step to make sure that my Java and my applet, my connectivity, that everything is set up the way that it's supposed to be. And MyLanguagelabs isn't going to work if you don't have all of your if you don't have your plugins, if you don't have your browser tuned up, excuse me.